Hey everybody, it's Zoo again. How y'all doing? Speak to Ravi. Oh man, if I butchered that, man, I apologize. Wrote a script for the YouTube challenge. So we're just gonna go over it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Besides that, I butchered that too. So let's see what we got here. A few years back, I saw a video on how our augmented reality will change the way we will interact with the real world. And that all you had to do was point your phone to the street, and on the screen, you can see a business and the offerings on that street. You cannot see any of that with your naked eye. It was mind blowing at the point of time, as you all can imagine. Even before I could absorb this, a new amalgamation of real and virtual worlds. Pokemon's catching Pokemon game was another use of their phone screen. Unbelievably, levels of creativity and innovation to engage us all using real and virtual worlds. Elon Musk once said, evolution of game rendering has gone so advanced that it would be difficult to differentiate between real and gaming worlds in the days to come. It sounded far away. We are living in an era, evolving world where every morning there is something that will dazzle and constantly remind us about how powerful an imagination can be. The power of whatever you would manifest would come true. Questions is only about the strength of your belief and your emotional connection to your imaginations. Over the last 6 months or so, I have been hearing about the new term called metaverse. Since then, I heard /law on Twitter about a few projects related to the animal kingdom, the jungle metaverse, etc. It is about some apes living in the jungle metaverse, and I saw all that as some sort of gaming. I am not a big fan of gaming and can never connect well with those projects. The other day, a friend of mine shared a link about VerseX. He told me about owning a shop in the metaverse, running an e commerce store in the metaverse, and also being an investor in a project. I can earn some passive income in the form of percentage from project's profits. This project intrigued me, and I spent some time looking at the white paper. Always do that. Look at the white paper. It is possible, mind blowing. It was absolutely mind blowing. Sorry. I am very keen to establishing passive income for myself. This project outlook was perfect match. It was a world and a metaverse that I would have imagined or built if I had the skills and resources to do so. It was like me envisioning a project. Also note that this is a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization that is governed by community voting. This means the community will decide the path forward for this project. So I have the opportunity to be involved in this project and exchange ideas with the community. For me, this is a great opportunity to realize some of my imagination of how the metaverse should look like. At least I can try, was my first thought after reading the white paper. To name a few wonderful aspects of this project: one, First X Shopping Mall Complex. In the world, in the real world, on the weekend, we spend most of our free time in the shopping mall. So it was wonderful to build a shopping mall in the metaverse. If this metaverse manages to give the same level of experience of the real one, I am already blown away by the number of opportunities for individuals like us. On the flip side, thinking about the kind of business opportunities and corporations will have. Experience and experience wise, it's like me visiting malls of Dubai, browsing goods and being able to buy them. Yes, the First X metaverse will allow me to interact with goods and buy them online. Such goods will be shipped to my address physically. Sounds complex and hard to believe, but That is extremely what the First X team says it is working on. If this comes true, I am very keen on experience this kind of shopping model. Oh yeah, as an investor in the Verse X metaverse, you can own a shop in the mall or you can run a business like a real one. If the virtual experience is anywhere close to the real one, imagine how much attention this project will get from large corporations to sell the products. Being one of the kind, the attention early participants will get well beyond the measure. So anyone who has real world business could explore this amazing global exposure opportunity should read the white paper and interact with the team. As a shop owner, you can run a business like toy stores, clothing, digital businesses like graphic design, etc., online education, online businesses like travels, tour guides, and life coaches. For specifics, reach out to the First X team for details. So one important point to note, to become eligible to be a shop owner in the First X metaverse, you need to own a minimum 8 XMEN tokens. And there's only 5,000 XMEN tokens that will ever be issued. So for those who can see the opportunity, don't ignore it. If it works out as planned, it is like sitting on a percentage of profits for the company while the company does all the work. This is absolutely true for Verse X. We'll share profits with the XMEN token holders. You can look at their white paper for more details. Number 2, advertising by real brands in the metaverse. We all know that many economic websites, including Amazon, generate their major chunk of their revenue from advertising. Ads have been the biggest source of revenue for online businesses, be it YouTube, Google search engine. I see the same kind of correlation with Verse X. As I am an XMEN token holder, you will gain access to billboards. Of course, based on my own tokens you hold, the size of your billboard will vary a lot. Same could be true in the placement of the billboard in the Verse X meets their intended goals as if Verse X meets their intended goals and has great partnerships with corporation world, owning billboard for passive income is a no-brainer to me. Yes, remember, there's only 5,000 XMEN tokens. Number 3, live events. The first time I heard of the metaverse, it was about a marriage that took place on metaverse during the coronavirus pandemic. At first, it was kind of a shock to me. But as I think about it, it is still baffling to understand how it could be done. The power of imagination is such we humans will always find a path forward. While I personally love to interact with people in the real world, our busy times at work and other commitments does not leave a lot for allowance to meet and spend time with even those for whom we have strong intent. I have a few cousins who left abroad years ago. Every time we speak, we kind of promise to plan a family get together. And has been going on for years. We could not achieve that reunion. The commitments and responsibilities we all have respectfully done does not indicate any time for the near future. If First X could deliver what it says on the white paper, we could go together to some live event shown after the metaverse is live. While I'm not hanging my gloves on the family reunion, I will do it when I can. But in between, if we can meet a few times in the metaverse, I can appreciate the technical advancement to solve the real world problems. Live events could be singing competition, music nights, and comedy shows. As the First X team for specifics, live streaming. A few years back, when education was not online, we were limited to the time of availability location where it was conducted and a number of seats for participation. Online education changed that. Online education is now on demand, self-driven, limitless, and cost effective. If there is a will to learn, there is a number of parallel units to gain and necessary knowledge establish as the edge over others. Same is said to be true to the media and television. We all we are now able to watch YouTube on demand. Some applies to Amazon Prime or Netflix. In the world of convenient participation, live streaming would allow people to interact with one another in more real-time experience, like interacting with a physical trainer or can help correct posture. It could be attending a university class through Meta or through First X Metaverse. Possibilities are limitless. To summarize, I am in no way related to the First X project. In search of understanding the metaverse, I explored many projects, and First X white paper is the one which meets my imagination about the metaverse should be. It could be different for everyone. So read the white paper and find out if anything of what they are saying makes any sense. Also, if you feel interested, make sure you interact with the team, members of the Verse X, and ensure you validate every question that comes to your mind. Do not hold back anything. Make sure you ask after you research if you feel compelled, as you saw an opportunity much before others, and then only move forward. Doing your complete research first is a sincere advice to us all. Man, I really like that. He basically covered everything. Gave his point of view of like how he feels, and I liked it. I butchered it a little bit, yes, because I'm still new at this myself, and like you get a little nervous no matter what you do, even though I'm just talking to a computer right now. But you still get nervous. It's just weird. It's no big deal, but it's odd how the human brain works. Let's look at some of the highlights I liked. I like how he went through like how he was looking at other projects. He brought back like what Elon Musk had said about how gaming. I do remember Pokemon Go. That was like the biggest thing ever. That was kind of cool, man. It caught everybody off guard, man. There were people running around crazy, just like I would see like people in the park just running around, just doing weird things. I was like, man, what's going on over there? And I finally figured out it was Pokemon Go. So that was a really good one. I like how he brought up the Versex shopping mall because that's going to probably be one of the first things everybody sees when they go into the Versex metaverse. Will be the shopping mall. Yeah, you're going to be able to own your own store. Like I said, if you got eight X Men, Jesus, man, I'm really doing bad at this today. But yeah, so that's the first thing you're going to see. And as with the billboards, there's different tiers too. Something that paper didn't have, but I'll explain it right now. You have your bronze tier, your gold, or wait, your bronze, your silver, your gold, and your baller. And each one, you get a little bit more of a percentage of what goes on through the metaverse. So as a bronze, you're getting a smaller percentage. A silver, you're going to get a little bit more. Gold, you get a little bit more. And a baller, you're getting a lot. And also with a baller, like I said, you have to own at least 40 X-Men. Uh, but you'll be getting a large billboard. Basically, as soon as you enter the metaverse, you'll have your own billboard. There's a couple of us that got a couple jokes, but we'll leave that to Discord. And yeah, man, I really did like it. I like how he brought it down, talking about like the stuff you could like sell on there. Pretty much anything you can sell anywhere else. Like a lot of people talk about the skate shop. A couple other people are talking about doing like real estate and stuff. So man, it's a really good project. That's why I became involved in it. Like I said, I am part of the First X team, so I'm kind of biased on this, but I came in the same way. I was looking at some other things in cryptocurrency, and like I just read the white paper, then I just started asking a bunch of questions. I probably annoyed them to death, but it was good, man. They were willing to answer any questions I had. They walked me through. So obviously, you all know I'm not that great with computers. Like The other day I put one on the phone and it was funny. I put a video up and I couldn't even watch my own video, but someone else could. I don't even know how I did that. So yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I would really like to see some other people write some more scripts. Shoot, if you want me to read them, and if you guys don't want to get on here, I'll get on here and read them for you, man. It really don't bother me at all anymore. After that first video, like 30 minutes of shooting it, man, this was my first shot at this, so I don't think I did too bad. I would like to see some other people maybe get on here. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid 25 XRP for every video you put up, so and then you have like what the grand winner gets like 33,000 XVR. So each month we're going to be announcing the winners. So third place gets 1,000, second place gets 2,000, and first place will get a 4,000. So yeah, come out, hang out, try to see what you guys can do. Feel free to ask questions. If I don't know, I will find out. Okay. Well, I guess peace, and well, I'll see you in the next video. You guys have a great night, day, or afternoon, wherever you're at. All right. See you in the Discord.